Hello, my dear friends. So, here we are again in the series of this IGCSE Physics, lecture number 02. A short duration lecture. Yeah. So, we were actually here. So, the topic was how measurement improves. So, it was the time when the Galileo was observing this lamp swinging. He observed that the angle with which the lamp was swinging, the angle can be, suppose I'm supposing this angle to be theta, and this is a kind of, you can think like it's a lamp, and the angle with which it was swinging, maybe the angle can be small, or the angle I'm showing by theta, or maybe the angle can be large, whatever, but the overall time of swinging was same. That was the deduction. The time period of swinging was same. Based on this, he invented many things. I mean, he basically invented a pendulum clock, okay, a time clock, and we will understand that actually the time period of the simple pendulum clock like this is basically 2 pi under root L by G. So you can see that in this expression we are not having the mass. So that was also the deduction of Galileo Galilei from this his service during his service in the cathedral in Pisa. So the mass, the time period is independent of mass. So it's not dependent upon mass, and it's dependent on some other factors. Based on this, as I told you, he invented pendulum. Today we have a lot more accurate clocks. Also, he measured by the help of this. That is a time period. He measured the pulse rate of the people. He helped the medical zone to measure the pulse rate and all those stuff. So now let us talk about the measurements. In the history, if we talk about the history of measurements, the things were very random actually. The things were very random. The reason is they are not having any sophisticated and universally acceptable measurement criteria. So the weight was measured in the terms of serials weight. So suppose the serials are been taken as parameters. Okay. Also, if we talk about 1 yard, which is actually a length or a distance. So one yard was decided as like suppose King Henry's distance from King Henry's nose to his outstretched arm. It is bent arm. Actually, if the stretched arm, it can be somewhat more wider, more lengthy. So that was defined as like 1 yard length. I mean, this is not a fine criteria, isn't it? We need something which is well defined throughout the universe. We need the criteria which are basically well defined. We need universally accepted. Criteria and more. Okay, and it must be reproducible. It must not perish, imperishable. So, I mean, the physical quantity is like this: imperishable, reproducible. The physical quantities like this, I mean, which are like time, mass, length, reproducible. These must be well defined, universally accepted, imperishable, and reproducible. These kind of these criteria are not fine, because the length can be, if suppose I'm taking the length to be like a hand span of a person, this can differ from person to person, and it's not a right criteria. Today we know that 1 meter is actually, if I define as per the physics definition, 1 meter is actually the length which light takes to cover in time, which is approximately 1 upon 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. And we know that a perfect value is like, the speed of light is what? It's 29978 something 445, I think so, somewhat like this. So whatever, it's the approximate value. So it's such a very tiny fraction of time, isn't it? It's tiny fraction of time. And the length which is covered during this time period is actually defined as 1 meter as a SI unit. So this is the final, this is the definition of the 1 meter, and it's universally accepted. We know if we take our ruler of a scale, that the calibrations of, like, suppose this is somewhat as, say 1 centimeter, and we know that 1 meter consists of 100 centimeters. So all these are universally accepted everywhere. And it's accurate. If you go to any of the countries, suppose I'm in India, and you are in suppose you are in UK, or you are in Dubai, or you are in Switzerland, wherever you are. If you The companies which are making these rulers can be different. I mean, the production company is different, but the calibrations are same everywhere. Okay, so this we know that this is basically 1 meter, which is today's SI unit in today's world. As per the global economy, we are more globalized now. Also, today we know that we have the GPS location. So GPS gives you basically the perfect position. Okay, so the satellites which are surrounding the earth, actually they receive the signals in very very less of the tiny fraction of this time. Okay, and they are able to locate your positions like this. So it's very, today's world is so fast as by technology. So we can just connect the dots now. I mean, you can see that the measurement started from the history when the Galileo observed during his service in the church, and its progress with time, with mass, I mean the weight basically. And these were the old definitions of the distances, the length physical quantity. But now the things have changed, and this gives you much more satisfaction, isn't it? Much more satisfaction. So we have a sophisticated system of measurement throughout the world today. And in the next class, we'll understand how to measure basically length and volume. Length and volume. We have gone through the history and today's understanding of the evolution of the measurement of the physical quantities. So next class we'll understand the length and volume, how to measure, and then we'll solve some questions, maybe in the next session, next video, or maybe the next of the next one. Thank you so much for your dedication and learning. Please like and subscribe the channel so that you can understand the full course of IGCSE in a short clips, duration clips. Thank you so much.